Are you curious about living in Snohomish, Washington? From the schools, the restaurants, the shopping, the housing market, all that's going to be covered in this video. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is Gus Montgomery, and today we're going to do a Google Map tour of Snohomish, Washington. So follow me to my laptop. Hi, welcome back to my laptop. Thank you for joining me on the Google Map tour of Snohomish City. And the reason I say that is because there is a Snohomish County as well. But Snohomish City is located in Snohomish County. A little confusing at first if you're not from the area. But yes, the city of Snohomish is located in the county of Snohomish. It has about 11,000 residents. It's described as a tranquil, small town-like atmosphere. If we're looking at the distance from Snohomish City to the city of Seattle, let's look without traffic. But as you know, there's always traffic going into Seattle. But let's pretend there's no traffic. It will take you about 40 to 45-minute drive from Snohomish to Seattle. And as you can see, Snohomish is located north of Seattle, north of Bellevue. Next, let's talk about airports. So the main airport in Washington State is SeaTac International Airport. So if you're doing flights outside the state, outside the country, your best options will be at SeaTac International Airport. So if you travel often, it's good to know that Snohomish is a 40 to 50-minute drive away from SeaTac without traffic. Now, you have a second option if you are flying out of state to cities in California, Nevada, and Arizona. And that is known as Payne Field Airport. So without traffic, it's about a 20-minute drive from Snohomish to Payne Field. And for those that watched my video in the past, they know I like to talk about Payne Field a lot because it's such a luxury to have when you're living north of Seattle. So Payne Field is a great option for those flying to California, Arizona, and Nevada. It's a very small airport. It only has one security checkpoint. And the lobby has a hotel-like atmosphere. Very small, very cozy, but extremely luxurious and extremely comfortable, which is a good contrast from the busyness of SeaTac International Airport. So if you are flying to Nevada, California, or Arizona, be sure to check out Payne Field Airport, which is a 20-minute drive away from Snohomish. All right, next up, let's talk about shopping in Snohomish. And when you think about shopping in Snohomish, the first thing that comes to mind is the historic downtown of Snohomish. One of the cool things about this, it's driven by a volunteer nonprofit organization called Historic Downtown Snohomish Association. Now, the historic downtown Snohomish has a plethora of antique shops and restaurants. So there's a lot of things to do in the downtown Snohomish area. It really signifies the small town feel and the charm that you expect when you move to a small town, especially in the Pacific Northwest. So as we're checking out photos of the historic downtown of Snohomish, it has a lot of different types of businesses, from coffee to tea stores, antique shops, crafts, clothing, restaurants. It has a lot of different options. So definitely want to check out the historic downtown Snohomish when you're out there in the area. Another part I want to mention as far as shopping is the Snohomish Station. So looking at the Snohomish Station, as you can see, it's anchored by big time stores like Fred Meyer, Home Depot, and Kohl's. And as you check out the area, It also has tenants such as the Outback Steakhouse, as you can see, Subway, Starbucks, Sally Beauty Supply, Hops and Drops, Restaurant Bar, Blazing Onion. It has a Verizon store. See, there's a wine and design. So this is the Snohomish Station. So you have a lot of great shopping options in Snohomish, which is not a guarantee in a lot of small towns in the greater Seattle area. So the fact that Snohomish has lots of options as far as shopping right there in the city is a huge plus of living in Snohomish. But since you're living in Snohomish in a small town, a lot of people do like to leave the city of Snohomish for more options when it comes to shopping. One of the great options that you have for shopping when living in Snohomish is the Seattle Premium Outlets right by Marysville. Now, right now it's about a 32-minute drive, but let's see how long of a drive is it without traffic. So without traffic, the Seattle Premium Outlets, which is located right next to Marysville, is about a 20-minute drive. And Seattle Premium Outlets is the premier outlet store in Western Washington. You have over 100 different stores in the area. You got big stores like Nike, Adidas, Levi's, Coach, and so much more. So the fact that you are only a 20-minute drive is a great option that you have when living in Snohomish. Another option that you have when living in Snohomish is you are a short drive away from the popular Alderwood Mall located in Lynnwood, Washington. And for those that watch my videos in the past, you know I'm a huge fan of Alderwood. I believe it's one of the best malls in Western Washington. And you're only a 22-minute drive away when you live in Snohomish. Real quick overview about Alderwood Indoor-Outdoor Mall has a lot of huge retailers such as Nordstrom's, AMC, just to name a few. So the fact that you are a short drive away from Alderwood Mall and you got the Seattle Premium Outlets is a huge plus. And lastly, one more mall that you're a short drive away from is the Bellevue Square Mall. And without traffic, you're about a 30-minute drive away. Bellevue Square Mall is probably the most luxury mall in the Seattle area. It's a 2-story indoor mall, has a lot of huge premium brands located inside this facility. So definitely I want to check that out if you're in the area. So the fact that you have the Alderwood Mall, Bellevue Square, the Seattle Premium Outlets, and you have the Snohomish Station with the historic downtown Snohomish, all right there. A lot of pluses living in the city of Snohomish. So next up, let's talk about restaurants. Snohomish, good places to eat. First place I want to mention is Andy's Fish House. For those that love seafood, great casual seafood establishment. I'm a huge fan of fish and chips, especially with a side of tartar sauce. So definitely check out Andy's Fish House. And as you can see, it's located in downtown Snohomish as well. Another restaurant I want to highlight is Trails and Tap House and restaurant, great modern pub, extremely popular place in Snohomish as well. For all my Thai food lovers, really underrated spot, the Thai and Taps restaurant in Snohomish. If you are a big fan of pad Thai, like myself, you will not be disappointed in this very underrated gem located in Snohomish. All right, lastly, I want to highlight this Mexican grill, El Pariso. I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly, but really good spacious venue for this great Mexican grill establishment. I'm a huge fan of the carne asada burritos. As you can see, it has a very expansive bar as well. So if you're a big fan of Mexican food, definitely give this place a look. All right, next up, let's talk about things to do in Snohomish, Washington. Now, Snohomish is actually a very unique small town. The fact that you have a lot of things located in Snohomish that you can't do in other towns or cities nearby. For example, they have a lot of farms that are venues for different types of events. For one, you have the Thomas Family Farm. Now, it has a lot of different events year round, known for their pumpkin patches. That is a really good picture of their maze that they have. They also have events around the Halloween month. So if you're a fan of Halloween themed activities like zombie paintball, haunted houses, Thomas Family Farm has that as well. And a lot of people from outside Snohomish actually drive to Snohomish for these type of events because these events are not very common because Snohomish has a space and land to have these venues. One thing I mentioned as well, Snohomish is a very popular venue for weddings because of the type of venues that they have that other cities do not. Thomas Family Farm is just one example of that, but they have a lot of different types of farm venues similar for these type of events and weddings as well. Another thing I wanted to mention is if you're a fan or wanted to try skydiving, yes, you have a skydiving center in Snohomish. I've never personally skydived, but I know a lot of people that have. And yes, if it's for you, lucky for you, there's a center in Snohomish. There's not a lot of spots like this in other cities. The fact that you have a skydiving center in Snohomish is a huge plus. Another thing that you have in Snohomish that other cities nearby do not have is paintball. If you are a fan of outdoor paintball, you have the Doodlebug Sports Outdoor Paintball Park. Paintball, definitely use this to your advantage. Great for family and friends. Another option is you have the Snohomish Valley Golf Center. Snohomish Valley Golf Center, which is actually located really closely to the Skydive Snohomish Center and the Thomas Family Farm. Now, I drive by Snohomish quite often, and it's always busy. It has a lot of good different courses, obviously small, mini courses for all types of levels. It has some driving ranges. It has some driving ranges as well. So as you can see, Snohomish has so many different options with the outdoor space that Snohomish has. So you have the Snohomish Valley Golf Center, which is a great place to practice your golf skills. All right, one last thing I want to mention as far as things to do in Snohomish is if you are a fan of mixed martial arts, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, or just want to find a fun way for cardiorespiratory endurance, definitely check out Wild Style Gym located in Snohomish. They have a plethora of classes that you can do with kickboxing, Muay Thai, cardio. So if you're looking for a way to stay in shape or practice your mixed martial arts, or you just want a fun spot to build community, meet some friends in the community, Wild Style Gym is a great option. All right, next up, let's talk about the schools in Snohomish. So the schools in Snohomish for the public school system is ran by the Snohomish School District. And this is the area that it covers. The Snohomish School District has over 9,000 students. It has about 18 different schools, 2 middle schools, 10 elementary schools, has 2 bigger high schools, but they have other high schools as well for alternative learning. So this is a look at Glacier Peak High School. Again, it opened in 2008. One of the bigger high schools in Snohomish. Great looking facility. This is a look at Snohomish High School, really good looking Performing Arts Center. As you can see the tennis courts. Good look at the campus located next to downtown Snohomish. So again, Snohomish School District, you have about 9,000 students, around 18 different schools with a brand new high school opened in 2008. That just gives you an idea of the school system in Snohomish. All right, next up, let's talk about the median home prices of homes in Snohomish, Washington. All right, so for single family homes in Snohomish, the median home price is $899,000. For condos, it's $488,000. Now, if we look back at the appreciation in home prices since January of 2020, back in January of 2020, the median home price for single family homes was $600,000. And for condos, it was $334,000. So for single family homes, the appreciation in home prices has gone up almost $300,000 since January of 2020. Really good value. Now, if we compare the city of Snohomish with the median home prices of the county of Snohomish, the county of Snohomish median home price for single family homes is $730,000. For condos, it's $480,000. So for both condos and single family homes, the city of Snohomish is higher than the median price for the county of Snohomish. Compare that to the city of Seattle, just for comparison purposes. The median home price for single family homes in Seattle is $877,000. For condos, it's $525,000. So the city of Snohomish has a higher median price than Seattle. And Seattle is known for being one of the more expensive cities in the United States. But as you can see, Snohomish has a higher median price. But as you can see throughout this video, the city of Snohomish has a lot of positive qualities that people are looking for families, for people living on their own, couples. It's easy to see why there's so much value in living in the city of Snohomish. But it's really interesting to see what the market of Snohomish looks like in comparison to Seattle and the rest of Snohomish County. But that gives you just an idea of the housing market in the city of Snohomish. All right, that is it for the Google Map tour of Snohomish, Washington. If you value this content, please like and subscribe to his YouTube page, and I'll continue to provide more value going forward. Until next time, take care.